Need this, man.
Ronaldo, you are about to destroy your legacy with these fans. I'm here with two Man United fans. I'm Mo. This is Never a Foul. This is your Monday Chronicles. And I'm here with these guys. One of them is fuming. I know one of them is absolutely upset. He's about to go on a rant, as you guys saw on his story. If you follow him on Instagram, Cass, how are you?
Good handler, man. Obviously, I'm all right, man. You know what it is? It's a blessing in disguise, anyway. So it's what we wanted, realistically. But it's just the manner it's come out in. It's a joke, isn't it? That's what you gotta say. It's like this guy it has to make it all about himself. He's a joke, man.
Ty, what is going on? How are you? I'm not gonna say how are you feeling. I know that you weren't a big fan of Ronaldo coming back to the club. You weren't a big fan of Ronaldo staying, but this is next level, huh?
I am so glad this is the last time he's kicking a ball at the football club. I never wanted the guy back. And trust me, I've been in group chats and they were like, Ty, the day he signed, Mo, I'm telling you now, when Mourinho came to this football club, I was like, no. I knew what was going to happen. I don't care about the trophies he bought. When Ronaldo came back to this football club, I had that sinking feeling of like, why have we done this? I knew it was going to end like this. I could have written a script. I knew it weren't ready. 37 years of age, whatever it was. The guy is not the guy. I'm so glad that we'll talk about it more, but I can't wait for him to never kick a football at this club again. Honestly, I'm ready. I'm done with it. I needed this. I needed this in the summer.
Yeah. But first, we need to run what? The beautiful intro. Hey, thank you everyone that is here with us today. Let me just see who's here in the house. Zohaib is here, terminate his contract. And J Mills is here, $1 million fine. And Martin is here as well. Gunbin is here with us. Thank
by
you
the way,
so
I've
much.
got another Man United fan. I thought it's the last Chronicles for a while while we do World Cup stuff. So I thought I'd bring in Ace, man, like Adoniss as well, fam. So
I
thought
got
you'd join us.
a new one. Yeah, bring him in.
What you saying?
Big up, man.
Nothing.
Big up, man.
We just thought we thought we add a little element to this. It's just all Man United at the moment, so got to get the fans in. I know you've been asking to come on for ages, isn't it? So let's go, man. What are you saying? Are you good?
Adoniss, man. Bless up, bro.
Yeah, man, everything's good. I've been seeing you lot do your thing, you know. So I just wanted to just jump on and just, you know, share views and all that stuff, you know.
You picked the right time.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. A lot of stuff is going on right now.
Hey, well, for sure we're gonna start with Ronaldo as well. Hey, make sure to hit that like button, please, for us. I got 50 people just to start. It's kicking in. It's an engine. It is starting. It's warming up. So just hit that like button. Let's get going and let's get started. I'm gonna just ask the first question is I'm not gonna say if you're happy or not happy about it. Why is this guy making everything about himself? And why now? It's because of the World Cup coming. In my opinion, thank you, Wayne, for the super chat. I appreciate it, man. Big up, Cass and the Mandem. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you, everybody, for the support for this channel. Hey, listen, in the description there is the membership. It is right there. If you want to join the Discord, if you want to join the giveaways and all the perks for being a member here, get a shout out on the program all the time on all the shows. We really appreciate your support. But back to Ronaldo. He wants everybody to talk about him for the next 5 weeks, right? He wants every single club fan to talk about him. And he's destroying his legacy. Does he not care about Man United fans no more? Is he done with this club at all? Is he done with these fans? Let me know.
Well, I don't know where he wants to start, man. Ace, what are you saying on it?
You know what? I've been obviously Ronaldo's been. He is my guy, but the only thing is, I could say like I was with it when he was like bringing out obviously all the stuff like behind closed doors where it's like Carrington hasn't progressed since he's left. Obviously, Old Trafford is still the same, and just basically everything behind closed doors. But when Ten Hag caught the stray, then I was like, all right, cool. Hold on a second. Now you're getting a bit too far, you know. So everyone knows Ronaldo. Every year he wants something to be around him. So this wasn't really a surprise to me. But the only thing is that to do it with Piers Morgan is the worst thing as well. So like when I've obviously on Twitter, I can just see Piers Morgan keep talking, keep bringing up the Ronaldo situation, him being on the bench, not playing, etc., etc. It's just him is just bum licking him until he got that phone call where he's like, yeah, I want to speak with you, do the interview. But it's a funny one, man. It's a funny one.
Let me tell you now, for free, this guy is not my GOAT. I'll say it again, loud and proud. He's not my GOAT whatsoever.
Cass, can I ask you, was he your GOAT?
No, you know what? You know what's the funniest thing? I'm coming out the closet.
Yeah, because he's never been my GOAT.
He'll never be my GOAT anyways. I'm not joking. I've been doing this biasness thing for a minute now. Ever since,
I like that.
Honestly, I've been doing it for time. Messi's always been the best player of all time. You'll never see another player like that.
Anyone that says Ronaldo's better, man.
Like I love Ronaldo for what he done at Man United. Yeah, look, I don't. He's given me probably the best memories ever. But that doesn't excuse that. So, anyways. No one cares, Cass, about GOAT. He's exposed their club. Yeah, that's the best thing. The best thing he can do, is expose the Glazers, which Piers Morgan said that he's going to do later. He's going to post little glimpses and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's great. Expose them. We need to hear that. You're doing your thing, but that doesn't excuse that you've come out at the wrong time. Doesn't matter. You're going behind Man United fans' backs.
It's the time.
As well. You're going behind. Yeah, it's like Ten Hag's going to be fuming. That's not once you walked out in the stadium. That's twice now. He didn't show up for pre-season. He didn't show up for pre-season. Maybe.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Wait, whoa.
Why are you assuming that everything he says is the truth? I'm
sorry. No, that's what I'm not doing. That's what I'm flipping though. Because I'm flipping. He regardless of the truth, he's walked out on Man United twice, right? He's obviously missed pre-season as well. And I get it. Family reasons, I'm all for it, innit? Do you get what I mean? Do your thing. But it's been like 3 or 4 occasions where you disrespected the manager. He's like, yeah, he might have wanted you out there, but he said he was using his plans as well at the same time. You wanted out. Why are you a guy that wanted out, complaining about being forced out for one? Roy Keane also said that he had offers. So who's lying then? Roy Keane or Ronaldo? I want Roy Keane to come on TV and see what he has to say now. Chump.
Yeah, man. I can't even lie. This whole thing, the timing thing, I'm not pissed off with the time. I'm going to be real with you lot. I'm not pissed off with the timing because we've done the timing 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. We still got games and that could impact the games. The fact that he's done this now where we've beat Fulham in the last minute and now we've got a World Cup, we've got a month to sort this out, get rid of him before we come back in December. Cool. Timing for me is irrelevant. But what Ronaldo has done here is, the bottom line is, and I'm going to drop it straight like this. Since Ronaldo's been at Juve anyway, you ask Juve fans, they did not like Ronaldo. He scored goals, but they knew he deteriorated as a player and he makes the team worse. I'm going to say it loud and clear. I've got my pillow right here. We're a better team with Anthony Martial anyway. End of the period. Ronaldo is not the same player. This is where it pisses me off though, right? Ronaldo did not go to pre-season. Yes, he had family reasons, like Cass said. Cool. If that's happened, that's happened. He didn't go to pre-season. He comes back for the Vallecano game, and then he ditches out at half-time. And then in the other game, he leaves the pitch when he gets asked to come on and whatever. Okay, cool. That's another disrespect. The last one for me as well is that you're now going on to Ten Hag, like Adoniss said, right? The guy gave you the captaincy last week. The guy gave you the armband last week. Fernandez, whoever it was missing from that game. Cool. There could have been other players that you might have gave it to, even Casemiro or whatever, even though he's not been here that long. That guy was given the captaincy to show leadership, and that's Ten Hag against him, backing you, showing faith. You are that guy at the club at the moment, and despite what's happened, I'm still showing my side and faith in you. So Ten Hag's done everything he possibly could. Ten Hag
kept him on the bench.
Yeah, he did, exactly. Ten Hag never threw him under the bus. Ten Hag's always said he's an important part of the squad. Yes, he understands he's got to rotate and he's got to be part of the team. Ronaldo has basically let Ten Hag do all this, absorbed it, and then said, yo, I'm going to throw a body punch in, low blow in the 9th round. That's what he's done. I think it's absolutely ridiculous, to be honest, from Ronaldo's side of it, because he's throwing Ten Hag under when everyone is pulling the same ship. I even put out a tweet yesterday. I know it might be a bit different. Do you remember when Arteta got rid of Aubameyang? People might say attitude problems, this and that. I don't care if Ronaldo has not had the same attitude as Aubameyang, same signs of respect to disrespect. I disrespect Cass on the stream now. Doesn't matter what I say, I'm disrespecting the guy, left, right, or whatever. At the end of the day, he's disrespected Ten Hag. Manchester United are better off without Ronaldo. Ronaldo is better off without Manchester United, and Ten Hag is better off without. End this saga now. But I don't care. Ten Hag has shown him utmost respect, and my man's hit him with a low blow. Period.
You know what's mad? You know what's mad as well, Ace, yeah? Like, not only he got personally, like, he can't handle constructive criticism. He came for Rooney about how he looks and how he much better and all that thing. So he done that as well, yeah? So he's thrown one of his old people from back in the day under the bus just because he got criticised by him fairly. Like, bro, you're CR38, Maggie. Like, you're not going to be... Rooney won't be getting Xmas presents off Ronaldo for sure. You get what I'm saying?
Right now, though.
And the last part is, yeah, why did he make this video last year when things were going shit? Why is it until we do well, when we got the light on Man United a little bit, that he has to come out and do this and damage it a little bit more? Because I guarantee, like, what I'm trying to understand is why now? Like, if he was playing week in, week out, this interview would not have happened. Would not have happened.
But he also said about the interview being done in the summer. One sec. Hey, yo, you man that said I'm watched in the comments, bro, you don't have to watch me. You can continue hating on the sidelines and shit, yeah? But you don't like to hear it. I don't give a fuck for you Ronaldo fanboys. Because let's face it, let's keep it a buck.
The truth is the truth.
These man would not say this to my face, fam. It's that real. Some of
you know what?
Just
you know what?
It's never will be about it.
These are the people, no disrespect, big up you lot are watching whatever, but don't show the cast disrespect. But the bottom line is, you see you people, you're the people like Ronaldo who are the problem. You can't face the fact that the guy can't do anything anymore. This is the truth. We're living on 08. That was my best memory, like Cass said in the Champions League. This is 2022. The guy can't do what his body wants him to do anymore. He needs to move off. I said he'll be at Al Hilal next year on a £10 million contract. That looks like that's something he could probably be doing right now. I'm sorry, guys, but you need to look at it context, yeah? Don't look at Ronaldo with Ronaldo and what he has done. Look at Ronaldo and what he is doing. People cling on to that first stint. The first stint was cool, but he shouldn't have come back because we knew that it was going to disrupt the team. We knew he weren't going to be the same player, and now you guys are seeing it. And the sad thing is, it's like you lot didn't want to.
He's saying truth. Look, he's saying truth in this, but it's the whole point is he's saying truth. Probably in the whole interview, I'm sure he's going to do some good things, but at the same time, it's wrong, man. For me, it's wrong. It's time to terminate this man's contract. I think there's actually a clause that I've seen from Deportivo, whatever it is. Apparently, they can terminate his contract without any... Maybe that was the plan. Maybe Man United and Ronaldo worked this out together, man. And he's just gone one step beyond. He said, fuck this, I'm going to say some more shit. Because we was only saying last week, I think it was with Saeed, that... big up Saeed, I think he's in the comments as well. Big up, man. Big up, good riddance, all that kind of stuff. We were saying that I think Man United and Ronaldo's already knew this situation was going to happen from ages ago. It's just... What I just don't get is just like, you didn't need to do it now, bro. Like, you're going to say truth, but at the same time, when you include Ten Hag in there for me, and you're starting slating some people for the way they look and everything, your opinion is void now, bro.
That's desperation.
You're done.
That's desperation.
Yeah, you're done. You're done, man.
And you know what, Cass, yeah? It's so funny, yeah, because I big up Saeed. We were talking in a Red Talk last night for time, and I felt like it was me, Saeed, rants against Haj, and Haj was saying about like, oh, but he's saying some things about the club. Like, if you want to go the other way and says, oh, he's saying stuff about the club and the way the facilities have not changed since 2004, whatever. Cool. Do you want me to tell you something, guys? We already knew this. This isn't new. So Ronaldo was trying to save face by saying, oh, do you know what? Let me throw the club on and say how the facilities haven't changed. Bro, we already knew this. Ten Hag and Mutter are already looking at changing that. So you're not telling us any new information. You're basically digging out Ten Hag, then trying to add a little bit of salt and pepper on the chips to say, oh, but, you know, fans, I'll give you a bit of this anyway. Bro,
yeah,
it's not happening. It can't work. We're not delusional. And this is it. This is why I like speaking with us, man, because we actually say what it is and not what fans kind of want to hear. I know Mustafa's saying Haj was right, but he's not right, Mustafa, because we already knew this information anyway.
He said it from ages ago. He said it from like May or something, like March. Like,
it's not unknown, man. I do wonder. So he couldn't get 90 minutes on a pitch, so he decided to do 90 minutes with Piers Morgan instead. Like, come on, man, what are you doing? Like, this guy is desperate for any sort of game time at the moment. You do it with Piers Morgan, the guy that hacked a dead girl's phone and whatnot for information. The guy's got no morals, racist as well, fam. I call it nice and proud. Got kicked off of ITV, Good Morning Britain, whatever it's called, just because he had an agenda about a woman that rejected him. What a scumbag! What a scumbag! Absolute donut, man.
Mo, do you know what? As a neutral, what's your take on all this?
It's a disgrace. You know what? You don't go bite the hand that feeds you. You think you're better than everybody else. You think, listen, clubs are built from fans, right? Like, if every Man United fan is decided not to support the club tomorrow, it's done. There's no club anymore. There's no Manchester United. And this guy is coming out disrespecting. He thinks he's doing this for the fans. He's telling, I'm telling everybody, these guys don't invest. These guys don't develop the club and stuff like this. They don't care about you, brother. They don't care about you. They care about their club. They care about their manager now. He's putting their manager now is bringing back the respect they deserve. As of now, Ten Hag, you look at Ten Hag on the line. Look at Ten Hag in every interview. This guy's bringing back respect, and now you're trying to put him under the bus. Is throwing him under the bus is now the worst thing you can do to destroy your legacy. This guy lost the plot, and I think, let me just tell you what I think about this interview. Piers Morgan paid this guy millions to do this interview and told him, I want controversial stuff to sell, and that's what it is. Nothing.
Ronaldo needs to keep relevant. He needs to keep relevant. He needs to keep relevant as well. At his age,
Piers Morgan as well, Cass. And you know Piers Morgan as well. But
he's just gone from Andrew Tate. He's just gone from Andrew Tate to Ronaldo.
Yes.
How big? You don't get anything bigger.
That's a big jump, bro.
You know what, Ace? He told him, we are preparing this interview as controversial as it can be because I want to sell. And this guy, Ronaldo, as normal, made it about himself and fell for it and said all this stuff. And now look at him. I think this is gonna be weird. He's gonna retire after the World Cup because no one would take him. The problem is, you guys think, or it's gonna be a Gulf club like Saudi, Qatar, because these guys they're gonna.
That's what I'm saying. Our allies.
But no European club will take him because they're gonna be scared to take this guy, and he's gonna do damage to every club he's gonna go to. This guy,
do you know what it is as well? This guy is so bitter,
in the super chat as well.
Yeah,
what
ahead.
You just said. Big up waiting for the super chat as well. Do you want to read that quickly?
Go ahead. Read the super chat, Ty.
Yeah, how can he disrespect the club that gave him the platform to be one of the Joker, disrespecting Eric Ten Hag when he defended him in the media? Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part. That's the worst part. Wayne spot on.
And keep it under wraps. Even when he did him, like Ten Hag, I think when they walked out the stadium, Ten Hag said, "Oh, it's not just Ronaldo; it was a collective." Man didn't even shoot him under. But you know what it is? You know what you just said there, Mo? I know we're not winning the league, but I'm going to be real. Me, Ace, and Cass can admit the vibe around Man United fans toward this club, we're connected again. We're believing again. We know that something's coming. The truth is, Ronaldo knows that he's not part of that. And I think he hates the acceptance of, Man United finally, after 10 years, I've come back now and we're moving forward. But I'm actually not part of that process. So I think he's hurt him. It's hurt him. Honestly, the first time, I'll probably say, if you look at his career, Real Madrid, Juve, where he scored goals, this is probably the first time in his career he's actually felt like, do you know what? I'm actually the not wanted man. Yeah, I'm not part of something.
You know what it is? You know what it is as well, Ace, Like, correct me if I'm wrong, Ronaldo thought he was going to come back to Man United and be the guy to be known as he's bringing back Man United. He brought Man United back on that pedestal. Yeah, now he knows it's Eric Ten Hag. All the fans are putting Eric Ten Hag, saying he's the reason why we're going to get put back on that pedestal. At the moment, in behind closed doors, he's working with John Murtough and Richard Arnold, but I think more with John Murtough. And they're trying to change things in the club slowly but surely. Like, you know what I mean? There's little change. Doesn't speak what he's been doing, but they're trying to change it, and fans are noticing this. The media noticing it. And I think everyone within the club notices that this guy is the best thing since, and he's going to take the limelight, even though Ten Hag doesn't even want the limelight, it's there anyway.
But he's taking it,
he's taking it regardless because of the way he speaks, the way he is, he's firm, but he's fair, all that kind of stuff. And it's just, I don't know how you feel about it as well, like with it all, but it's just, this is actually the perfect scenario for Man United, to be fair, because we get to know about the Glazers a little bit more, it exposes them a little bit more as well. And on top of that, that means we're getting another striker.
You're gonna fall for it. See, you're gonna fall for it. You're gonna believe everything he says.
No.
Exactly.
Wait. No, what you want? Wait, Mo. Wait,
I know about the Glazer. I know you want. I know you want to believe it. That's the problem.
No. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean we want to believe it? Are you telling me the club that's rusting, that's got the same jacuzzis and all that kind of stuff, he's going to talk wrong about?
He wants you to feel mad like this, and he wants you to be like, yo, we're exposing the Glazers. Look at me. The Glazers now hired.
Yeah, but doesn't mean.
Let me just finish this. I'm gonna let Ace talk. The Glazers hired Ten Hag. The Glazers are working with Ten Hag to make the club better. Don't fall for Ronaldo's shit. Don't fall for it. Wait.
I'm meant to have a wait. Regardless of what Ten Hag does with the Glazers, what am I meant to have a little soft spot for the Glazers?
No, it's
Fuck
fun. See, that's
no,
again.
Mo, like
I'm not a fan
things...
of Man United, but Ten Hag is an employee of the Glazers, guys. Imagine if all the fans now go like now is like destroying the relation between the Glazers. It's already done, but let Ten Hag work under the Glazers. It's not changing. Let him work. That's my point.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know what you're thinking, Ace, man. Guys, make sure you like the video. We're nearly on 100 likes, 14 away already. So if you don't mind, smash the like button, get more people in here, so forth and so forth. Subscribe if you haven't.
Ace, do you know what? That's good, Cass, actually. I want to ask Ace. Ace, first time speaking to you, yeah? Like, before this interview had come out, have you been an advocate of Ronaldo being here, or have you wanted him gone before this interview's come out?
You know what? I didn't want Ronaldo, you know. Like,
okay, you're like me. Okay,
Ronaldo,
cool.
Like Ronaldo is my guy, but you know when the ship just sailed, like when he was at Real Madrid, that's when I wanted him back. When he was leaving, that's when I wanted him back. When he went Juve, I was like, yeah, that's it. I don't want him because after Juve, he's going to be coming of age, and bringing him back is just like bringing him back is like a fairy tale, but it's not going to work. Like I know he will score goals, but he's just not going to work. He's just going to deteriorate. I just knew it was going to happen, and it literally just happening now. Like, but I just didn't. When he left Real Madrid, I was like, yeah, he's gone Juve. Leave it as that. Don't bring him back. But if he left Madrid and
I hope he breaks the fucking Champions League record as well, man. I hope Messi scores more Champions League goals, and I hope he breaks the record. I really do.
I actually read. I think I saw a tweet yesterday. Messi's only 11 goals behind him now. Messi is.
Oh, it's achievable. And don't worry, he's got next season as well.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he doesn't.
Don't worry about that.
I think he will still.
No, he doesn't. But yes.
Do you know what?
Wait,
do you know what? Yeah, I got a question.
Imzy, one second. Let me. No. Let's not big up Imzy just yet. Didn't I just time you out for you calling me a little something, but now you wanna say enough love and all that kind of stuff. What's going on now, Imzy? Well, go on for that, man. You're doing a little flip-flop thing, fam. What do you think you're doing?
A flip-flop in the winter.
I appreciate it, though. No, I think like yourself, I can forgive you. Like, unlike some others, I can forgive that. It's all right. We got off on the wrong foot. Here we are. Big up for being here. Smash the like button and all that good stuff. I appreciate that, man. That's what forgiveness is all about.
So what, Kaz, do you want Ronaldo when you...
Who, me?
No, Kaz, do you want Ronaldo when he was linked with him? No.
I wasn't even excited when he I wasn't actually jumping up with excitement like with Ronaldo. Like I was in shock because I didn't expect it to happen, but I wasn't mad excited about it. I wasn't screaming Ronaldo, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But even after last season, I wanted him gone in the summer regardless.
Yeah.
I want a new striker regardless. I think everybody else did as well because we can see what we want to do as a team, man. It's about the team. I don't get these Ronaldo fanboys on my Instagram defending him like, look what he's done for the club. Shut the fuck up, man. You're not talking out of your fucking asses, fam. Honestly, I'm sick of this shit. As I said, I'll always remember him for the great memories, but your legacy with me is tarnished. It's only done now because Aubameyang done that with Arteta and Arsenal, got cooked, got released, and look at where they are now. Lukaku done his thing with Chelsea, said he misses Inter Milan, done that interview. You lot were saying it's all bare disrespectful. How can you say stuff like that? Gone. So what now, man? It's the same situation.
It's the same situation still.
It's just, it's man. Like, no, man.
Everyone will be playing. When Ronaldo's gone, everyone's playing the same violin. Trust me, they're going to have Picasso going up on there and everything. Everyone is going to be buying into the same projects. And I'll be honest with you as well. I think half of these players just want him to go anyway. You got his best mate in the club, Bruno Fernandes, who actually plays way better when he's not on the pitch. So when Ronaldo's on the pitch and Bruno is playing better, Bruno will never admit it. He ain't going to throw his guy under. But deep down, when he leaves, he's going to be like, oh, do you know what? That weight on my shoulders, it's gone. It's just best for the club to move it on now. And I think the only main thing I'm thinking about now is that I hope the club have this sorted by the time we're playing Burnley in the Carabao Cup. Get it done now. You've got 4 weeks to go through the paperwork, through the documents, through the legal side of it, and get everything sorted out. So that when the players are coming back and while the players are training now, everyone's on the same page. Boom, we get back and we're going to finish in the top 4. I'm telling you.
Hey, but we're going to go to the game. I'm going to ask Ace about the game yesterday. Listen, you're 3 points behind Spurs with a game in hand. You're way ahead of Liverpool. You're way ahead of Chelsea. You're playing your your best football that I've seen in the last 2, 3, 4, even Mourinho's time when you won the Europa League, it wasn't as good as this now. And your team is playing well now. I know your Ronaldo's out now, but talk to me about the game yesterday. Did you see the fight that you were expecting to see? Did you expect to dominate Fulham yesterday? And how is the team playing for you? Is that Ten Hag's system now? Is that what you're hoping for? You try to play on the ground, you try to create something. Maybe some of the players are not suited for that, but talk to me about the game yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, the game yesterday was, I knew Fulham was there, obviously under Silva. They've gone, like, they're well drilled now, where they're just doing the high pressing and stuff like that. Like, you can see it, like, they're fully drilled. Even when they played against City, Liverpool, like, they literally played their hearts out. And yeah, you can see what they were doing. With us now, yesterday we just weren't clinical. We had like 3-4 clear chances yesterday, in the first half.
More.
Even more. If we put them away, then we wouldn't be having a discussion where, we was a bit shaky, etc., X, Y, Z. But I can see our identity, what he's trying to do. I can literally look at the game and I can see what he's trying to do. When it was like previous managers, it's like, what's going on here? Like, you start the game, it's like, what's going on? Everyone's just running around.
Well, you're lucky to win the game yesterday.
No, I wouldn't say we're lucky, because we had way more clear chances than Fulham.
You did. Your XG shows that. Your XG is actually higher than the goals you scored, which is something that normally doesn't happen.
Could have scored. We could have banged in 3-4 and it would have been a different game. They wouldn't have been playing as they were. They probably would. Their heads would have went down. Things would have been different. Like, I've been there before, where I've been playing where you can see 3-4 and you're like, oh.
But the drop from the start. I'm gonna go to Ty. The drop from the starting lineup to the bench is like Dallo and Anthony going to Elanga. And Malacia, I can't blame Malacia. Left back, left-footed guy playing on the right against not Willian is like turned like 6, 7, 8 years back. Willian, I can't blame this guy, but the drop is massive though.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna spin it. I'm gonna have to disagree with Adoniss. I thought yesterday in the first half, we did have a 3 or 4 good chances that on another day you put in, and the game's dead and buried. But I actually got out of that game and I was like, I'm quite relieved that's over, because Fulham are a tricky place to go at the moment this season. I'm not going to say we were lucky, but I think they definitely deserve something out of the game. I thought
Don't you dare.
That's the thing. They only deserve something.
Cass, don't be delusional, Cass.
I thought delusional.
You're the moment of delusional. You said you're taking Harvey Barnes over Rashford in a World Cup, bro. Don't do that shit.
Let me land.
I'm going to let you talk. I'm sorry, I have to respond.
God.
Rashford yesterday was the worst player of Man United on the pitch.
Oh, get this guy. Yeah, you know what?
You are a Man United. You don't see the truth. I swear, guys, you guys don't see. You guys don't see the truth.
No, I have to disagree with that.
I'm sorry,
Malacia,
okay, but Malacia is the left back playing right.
I get it. Elanga and Malacia for me were poor on that right hand side. I get it. Malacia is the left back playing right back. Cool, we'll leave him out.
Marcus
but Elanga was poor. I call Elanga the black Daniel James, and that's where I leave it at that with Elanga. But with Man United, being real, it was one of them games where, I'm happy. I'm happy we got out of it with 3 points, because it's one of them scrappy games where you go to Fulham, they come into the game in the second half. And I think one thing I've noticed from this team, right, is that the World Cup is a blessing for us. That's what I'm going to be real about. I'm happy we got the points here, but this team look a bit tired now. Players look overused. I think the lack of depth is not helping. I just think, what's happened here?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. I think that the players are overused, like Eriksen, Dallo, and that they need a break. I just think the squad depth is lacking. So as many points we could bank up between now and getting back from the World Cup, cool, I take it. So for me, that's a big win. I'm not even going to lie. Like, Garnacho, boy, like, I'm going to tell you now, I'm not overhyped. I'm very hard to please. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, Garnacho, this, give him number 7 and all that. But I like what he's done when he's come in. The first few games, he's shown that he's got the intensity. He's making the runs. He's daring. And, like, he's actually showing something that you need in the wingers in the Premier League right now.
You know what's mad? Yeah, look, whatever anyone says about Garnacho, let me tell you for free, right? You know, they say, I don't hype him up kind of thing. Don't be doing this. Don't be pushing him towards the number 7, all this kind of thing. But guess what?
We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
That's what. Damn right.
I'm actually with every. I don't like this. People coming to like any fan base and telling them why you're like overhyping this player. Why do you?
I
want
like
them not
what I
to be,
see a lot.
Yes, exactly. Why do you want the fans not to be happy?
Yeah.
He comes in, changes games, scoring goals left and right. At 18 years old, when are they gonna get happy? This moment.
Yeah. I think he surprised everyone though, Mo. He surprised everyone.
I'm sorry. The guy yesterday, and when me and you, Ty, we talk on private chat about how tactically he's following everything I think Ten Hag is telling him, and he's making things happen, and he's a direct player. And it was, Rashford when he came to the picture.
Scary times. Scary times for Rashford. Hey, scary times for Rashford, Mo, man. I'll be honest. Next season,
I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you what. This is why, like Rashford, 6-7 years ago when he came to the picture, I thought it's very direct, so quick. His right foot, like you remember that dipping shot that he used to have on his right foot. I think this guy Garnacho has this run behind the defense. The finishing yesterday was great. So why people shouldn't get happy?
Do you know what
Every
it is,
Man
Mo,
United fan.
Mo, he tactically, he hugs. If you look at Ten Hag's teams, right, when they had David Neres or whatever it was at Ajax, he hugs the touchline every time that ball. Yeah, Adoniss, you clock it. When we're playing on the right-hand side, Casemiro, Dalot's got the ball. That crossfield switch is on all the time. Tactically, he opens up so much space. And do you know what? I dribbled there. And do you know what I noticed as well? Is that out of all of our wingers, I say Anthony has done it brightly as well, but Mo, you were clock. Garnacho always has his isolated defender, 1v1. Like, it's never 2v1. It's always him driving the defender 1v1. And that's positional awareness. He's listening to Ten Hag. I'm excited by what we've seen. And you know what? With Amad Diallo, who's going to go under the radar, by the way, cooking at Sunderland, I know that physically he's not fully ready yet, but you've got Garnacho on the left. You've got Amad on the right. You've got two young wingers that are going to be very, very good in the future. And if Ten Hag can build them in next season and pre-season, and we get another winger who's more physical and taller and ready, then I think we've got good depth in there, man. So, Sancho, I'm not going to lie, you better watch your back because he might be third choice left.
Rashford,
I know who that was, by the way. Anyone wondering, I know who that was. Don't worry, man. Joke, man.
But anyway, listen, also, I owe an apology to every Man United fan about Martinez. Yeah. Okay. I watch football from a different perspective, and you know that, Ty. This guy reads the game as good as Sergio Ramos.
I told you, Mo.
He reads the game. Forget the aggressiveness. The guy yesterday played so calm, reading every game. I know that Dan James took him, but Dan James.
Martinez.
Martinez.
Me and Mo had a stream. I told Mo not to doubt him with his reading.
Yeah, no, but I'm like, I doubted him because of the physicality and all the stuff. But to be honest, the guy, he doesn't even need that much physicality because he reads the game. He reads the pass before it's played. He reads the cross before it's happening. And I'm like,
to be fair, Dan James skinned him. To be fair, Dan
James. No, but let me tell you,
he
Dan
James, anyone though.
Exactly.
Yeah, that guy's
it's a mistake. You know what? It's a mistake that they leave anybody isolated with Dan James. He just pushes the ball and run. What are you gonna do about it? There is nothing. Any defender in the league.
Mo, you know what? Yeah, now you touched on Martin. I want to ask you a direct question, Mo. Give me off the cuff. Give me your 5 top centre backs in the league, and I'm gonna tell you why. I want to see what your answer is.
Fabian Schär, Botman, Saliba, Martin. Under the radar, ask any fan of Newcastle. They say Fabian Schär
all right. Forget that.
Leading the defense.
Forget the form thing with Fabian Schär.
I'm talking about now. Now, Fabian Schär is absolutely I'm watching him yesterday.
He is playing well, but come on,
very well. By the way, I'm talking about this year though. Best defense in the league. He's the one who played the most minutes in Newcastle. He is leading the defense. It didn't matter if it's Luciel playing, Dan Burn, or Botman. He is the one actually leading the defense. It's not the other guy.
You know what I was going to say to you? Based off your answer, I was going to basically say if you look, I know Van Dijk's not the Van Dijk of 3 years ago, but if you look at the best centre-backs like Van Dijk, Saliba, Martinez, and players like that.
But Van Dijk this year is not tied.
No, but he's getting better. He's getting better every game.
Yeah, but he's better, but he's not the level of Saliba.
Hear me out, though. hear me out. I know what you said about Fabian Shaw. No discredit to them. They're playing very well on form. But if you look at the best centre-backs, even like when Rio Ferdinand was playing and stuff like that, how many of the best centre-backs in the Premier League normally for top teams have to make last-ditch tackles at the elite ones? The best ones don't. They read the game. Martinez obviously slides in sometimes on the touchline, but he reads the game a lot. Saliba reads the game well. He's never diving in last second to like do a last-minute goal. Van Dijk reads the game. They impose themselves with their figure and their reading of the game. And that's where Martinez fits into me, for me, brilliantly as one of the best centre-backs in the league. Defenders that don't have to make last-ditch challenges to make themselves look good. They do everything at ease. 100%. Martinez is top.
I got to say with Martinez yesterday, he did get skinned by Dan James, but I feel like he needed to realise a little bit. He should never went in for that barge with Dan James, especially on the byline, because that was always going to happen. Yeah, he was being overly aggressive, but I feel like when you come into a new league, he doesn't know players like that often, so you're going to make that mistake here and there, I would say, but I feel like he'll know for next time, and I think Ten Hag will notice that. But Lindelof was brilliant yesterday, but again, he's defensively sus for me. He does this thing where he chases around the player and he leaves it.
Oh my God, man.
This guy ever been taught to tackle, bro?
Everybody that played football in life, they tell you as a centre-back, don't get dragged all the way to the midfield and around the pitch.
I'm not joking. He's in the wrong job. He should be a police investigator. He just follows, man.
He follows players around. But anyway, the last thing about the Man United, and I want to get Palhinha yesterday.
Brilliant. He needs to be at a different club.
He needs to go to a different club. This guy is different. Is a different level.
I've got to flip it. Why is it only Fulham that signed him from a winning Sporting Lisbon team and no one else?
I
don't.
Everybody went for the Vitinhas. Everybody went for the Nunes. Everybody went for the other Portuguese guys.
Crazy.
Yeah, he got snapped up quick.
15
mil.
Yeah, no, 80 million, something like that. I think 80 million. Ridiculous. He's not staying. By the way, he won't stay at that club. A club like Liverpool should be looking at him. You know what I was saying? Casemiro's understudy should be
100% Cass. 100%. I'm taking. He's like everything McTominay wants to be.
And I'm not being funny. Fulham won't demand mad money. But you know, the only problem is we won't have enough time and enough money to spend to actually go get him. It's not a position that needs to be filled in at the moment. That's the only issue. And I feel like I can just see Liverpool coming in for him. I think the perfect place for him could be Arsenal. I'll be honest.
No, Partey's not that old. The only place Partey's not that old.
See Partey, he can do what Xhaka's doing. He could be doing what Xhaka's doing and better in that position, because that's Partey's position. If you put a DM and allow Partey to do his dictating higher on the pitch, that Odegaard Partey, Palhinha, that's disgusting. See those fullbacks for Arsenal, they go even further, bro, because he dominated that midfield. I think Casemiro was brilliant, and I think Palhinha was brilliant, but Palhinha it's just the fact that he's in a worse team, you know, and he done his thing, and he's a massive talent. 26 years old. He's in a form of his life. I was screaming for him in the summer. Me and Mike was screaming for this guy in the summer, and I think Scams and a couple others were as well. I wanted him. I wanted him, and I wanted Mateus Nunes. That see them two complement each other so well. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if you go somewhere like Wolves, but why would you go Wolves, man? Like Ruben Neves goes, Palhinha goes in.
Talk about Wolves Wolves and Arsenal. Did you expect Arsenal to be in this position?
They got bumped. I'm telling you now. Yeah, look, I'm gonna credit them. I'm sorry, I know. I'm Bears, but I've got a question again. That was not offside. That was a penalty and a red card.
We didn't talk about it. Me and you, we didn't talk about it on the show when we were like talking about it. Listen. This offside thing, go watch it. If you're an Arsenal fan, go watch it again. They didn't put it on the screen. They didn't show the lines. They didn't show anything. And they just assumed it was offside. It was a penalty. Last man Saliba tackle. Saliba, by the way, this game made two mistakes.
Shit, I must have been toilet. I've missed this.
In the beginning of the game, it was offside.
Boring as fuck, that game.
The linesman raised the flag after the call and said it was offside. Saliba tackled the man, last man, Guedes, last man. And they didn't show us a line. They didn't show us any replay. And then we were like, okay, are we just gonna assume that you're right? Is this the age we live in? Like under the go ahead.
Was he onside?
It was I thought it was very, very close to not show us the lines. It was actually it looked like it was onside. See that. Yeah, it looked like. But anyway,
he made that mistake of the pass back. I swear.
I need to say again.
Nobody will talk about it, Ace, right? Nobody want to talk about this.
The only reason why we Wolves to score, is because of this Saliba hype. That's the only reason why. But Saliba, sometimes you get to see that his concentration just goes. own goals he scored. I think he scored like 2 own goals this season already.
One.
Like sometimes the concentration just goes, man. I see it, bro. Even against Wolves, I saw it. I was
but
like,
because
"Rah."
this game ended 2-0, right? Because this game ended 2-0, nobody will talk about it.
It's true.
Yeah,
Look. In the end, look, shit happens. It didn't go their way, and Arsenal won the game the way they won it,
But
and they've
they
been winning away
complain,
from all.
But they complain every year about
I know. They done it against Southampton. The Southampton, remember, the referees. So we're gonna do it now. Yeah, we're gonna do the referees. So basically, go look at it again. I think I'm gonna go check it as well, like just to be double sure. But I'm pretty sure they done it in the studio and they tried to dismiss it straight away, and it was onside. That just because it was a tangling of legs doesn't mean it's just a yellow card. If you're the last man, and it's a goal scoring opportunity, and he's more than likely to score, and you fouled him, that is a red
without
card.
playing the ball. Absolutely, without playing the ball. Without
people
going for the ball.
People say his intent. Even if your intentions was to not get the ball, I mean, even if your intention was to get the ball, it can still also be a red card. And once you've displayed, and if you have displayed that red card, you know, even if it went back down to the VAR decision, I don't think they're overturning it. Saliba fucked up, but you know, he's just like, look, Osman, I can see what your comments in it. Like you're having the time of your life. Saliba's 21, Van Dijk mistakes. Not, bro, we're not talking about that. We're just saying that it was a penalty, and I think it was offside. I'm checking it now. You know that I can't. Let me check this.
But
I was watching.
Listen.
You know,
I'll talk about the game now. Talk about.
I was watching parts of the game,
boring.
But then when it went 2-0, I was like, yeah, I just took it. I just turned it off, mate. When it went 2-0, yeah, it's
do you know what? I've got to be real, man. Like, this is the type of game, where Wolves away over the years has always been tricky. If you go to Wolves away and win 2-0, that's a good win. Like, that's a solid win. I'm not saying it's the win that's gonna get in the Premier League or whatever, but it's
a solid win though.
Yeah, when you go away to Wolves and win 2-0, trust me, Mo, like you're looking at a team and thinking, do you know what? They're a serious club when you can go and keep clean sheets like that. And Arsenal got to be a force to be reckoned with right now. I'm not saying they're going to win the league, but of course, after full 15 games, they are where they are. No one expected it. Their expectation was top 4. Their expectation still top 4. But they're finding themselves at the top and they're overachieving. Now, people need to be careful because now I feel like people are going to say in February, if Arsenal are not top, they've flopped the league. No, they haven't flopped the league. They're currently overachieving. So their fans should just soak it up. And they're capitalising on City, which we're going to touch on probably, and other things like that. But Arteta's got everything going his way. We know that they struggle with squad depth. Simple as that.
Hey, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, you can see the lines on the pitch. I can play like I can
if it's
show
not
like
a video,
still.
no video.
If it's still,
no video.
It's a video, but there's no playing it. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a picture, it's a picture. Yes.
All right, cool. Let's go. You think I'm a fucking donut, bro? Let me do this. Arsenal move. You lot can see this, yeah? Look the lines on the pitch where the ball is, the foot is, and where my man's foot is on the pitch and where his head is.
Okay, remove this. Before that, they're talking about Semedo being off. Talk before.
No, he wasn't. It was behind. They were talking about this being off.
Not this. Semedo being off. Before.
All right, cool.
Take it a little bit. The pass went to Semedo.
Yeah, try and find that.
This is the last thing on Arsenal, and then I want to move to City because I
just think, you know what, they've just come a long way, and you know what, as a rival fan, obviously I don't like to see it, but I think them going to them type of games.
No, that was your side.
But let me ask you something, Ty. I'm gonna because you just said something. They come a long way. Do you think this is the good example of how to stick to a process, how to believe in it, and this is what Ten Hag should do? This is how it's gonna move forward for United as well. Just a little bit.
Yeah and no. Do you know what? Yeah and no. I think with Arteta, you could see, even though they were losing games, you could kind of see what he was trying to implement. As long as you can see what a manager's trying to implement, I think it's worthy to stick with it. If you can't see what a manager's showing, even though they're losing games, but they have got dignity, then, you know, I don't think it can run. But they were losing games with some good performances, not scoring goals. You can see what they're trying to do. With Ten Hag, you know, Mo, we spoke about it a lot. We're losing games, but actually, like, when you see what he's trying to do, the framework is there. Get 4 or 5 more of his players, then they'll be there. So I think with certain managers, yes, I agree. Like with Ten Hag, 100%, next 2 windows are huge. And with Arteta, now it's about him getting the squad depth in. Once they get that squad depth in, then, boy, they're going to be a threat. Because I think that's where they're short. That's where I do definitely.
Odegaard showing up again, bro. Like another 2 goals. Like I don't know what his stats on, but I'm pretty sure they're very good this season. I think out of all the playmakers in the league at the moment,
type of number 10, man.
Control. Yeah, proper number 10. I like that kind of. He's a controller. What do you
think?
Who's a better
number 10?
But who's a better number 10 than him right now?
Nobody. Very old.
James
I would
Maddison
say,
maybe
I'd actually
on
say
form?
James Madison's playing very well this
On
year.
form. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
that.
James
but
Madison
Odegaard.
is I think
Another
James
good-
Madison is a
another
better
goal this
player, to
season.
be honest. But to be
I
honest,
think
6 goals
I
to
don't know.
assist.
Odegaard is sick, bro. Like he's.
Nah, do you know what it is in
technical
Madison,
ability
Adoniss?
is
I think
ridiculous,
Madison
bro.
has more like Madison has more variation to his game, whereas Odegaard just plays that same style in it, and it works or it don't work. With Madison,
Yeah,
I feel like
true,
he can eject something, he can whip it, he can run past a few man. Like he's just got a bit more in it. Like if he came to Man United, I think Madison would be a wicked 10 for Man United. I really do.
I don't want him.
I wouldn't want him, but actually, I wouldn't say I wouldn't want him, but
You know why I don't want him?
Good
I think big up Wolves, by the way, said justice for the smaller clubs against the big six.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We have to big up Wolves, man. They done their thing. They could Guedes should have scored for you lot.
Wolves, do you remember last year the penalty against you, City game, 1-0? It's the same thing. This only goes for the big 6 clubs. But Cass, you gonna show us something or no?
No, it was in the past. That was literally the offside call, by the way. It wasn't the pass
I
for
think it
Semedo.
was,
He was
yeah, I
behind.
think-
It was
I
that.
think
That's
they
why they
was
stopped
talking
the
about
line. I'm not
Yeah.
joking. The line clearly shows on the pitch. Bro, you can't tell me
second
the
ball
ball.
there you
The
got
ball
up was onside.
The ball,
That
you
second
can
ball.
see, you can see it in it. It's past the line.
ridiculous.
But
It's
I'm not going to
ridiculous.
take away from Arsenal right now. Like they're going to do their thing. They're
Okay.
doing it. I'm not going to doubt them. They are in contention probably to win it. Look at their points tally. It's like other than City, who had 38 points at this point, at some point in one of the leagues, they're on 34. Don't bottle it.
City.
Don't bottle
But
it.
the only thing is
I'll
just
bottle it.
obviously, even if I can't even see Arsenal getting that many guys in January, bro. Like,
Nah, nor do I.
But they only need
Yeah,
2
yeah,
or
yeah.
something. They don't need a lot. So
But what I was saying, I don't want Madison
but that's the
as
thing,
well.
though.
Yeah,
I can't even.
Madison is going to Newcastle, I think.
yeah,
but-
I
but
don't
even
leave him
what
out. Leave him out, Man
Kendall is
United. I don't want
saying.
him at. I don't want him
Yeah.
at. I don't want him at Man United. Yeah, sorry, H. Yeah, the only reason being is
Yeah.
because I think the 10 thing's kind of dying out, and I think a 4-2-3-1
And you have
is
Bruno, Cass, right?
not. See, he's not a 10 for me. He's not a 10 though. He's more of an 8. See, I want an 8, like a 10 version that can play 8 like an Odegaard for me. I don't want anything else.
But
It's just
Odegaard
because
can
I just.
defend.
I think
United
I
don't
think,
play
yeah,
4-2-3-1.
No, yeah, we play 4-3-3 now, but the back
Not
to
even a
goal thing, I don't want
4-3-3.
it. I think 4-2-3-1 is a negative formation. I'll be honest. 2 DMs is negative. Might as well play 4-3-3. If you're gonna have the centre mid
Nah.
pushing up, then that's a
Ten
4-3-3, man.
Hag does not play 2 DMs, bro. He plays.
Nah, we play like a 3-1-6.
We used to.
3-1-6. Yeah,
Yeah, bro, we play like a 3-1-6.
3-1-6. If you
Real
see it,
talk.
like you got the fullbacks inverted.
Give me
Yeah,
Enzo Fernandez. Give me another
And then
Argentinian.
And
I
then
need
you got
another.
Casemiro. Then you got Casemiro sitting just deep. Obviously, he
Yeah,
drops
their
back
man are just
when
stretching the
obviously in
whole line,
transition.
Pep
But
style.
literally, even I saw like a picture of Pep's team when I think he was against Leicester. I think.
Yeah,
And it
bro.
was exactly the same.
It's the
3-1-6. I was like, whoa, like I can.
I always
see
watch out.
exactly
I
what
always
he's
look at
doing,
it
bro.
tactically like that. I always clock shit like
Yeah,
that.
I could definitely see like on the team sheet. Yeah, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, 4-4-2, etc. It's not that in the game, bro. Like it's not.
Yeah,
that.
when we got the ball, he wants 3-1-6. You man just spread that pitch, boy.
Yeah, bro. Literally, you can see it. Like you can just see like the fullbacks are literally just so high up the pitch, man. It's crazy.
Can we talk on Man City though? By the way, because
That's
Ivan
exactly
Toney,
what I'm talking about.
Ivan Toney left out of
Ivan
the squad.
Toney.
Yeah,
I
And
need
obviously-
everyone that don't support City. Remember how it goes, because that's in it. I need honey emojis all in the chat. Thank
Yeah,
you very
like
much.
the video, man.
Yeah, honey emojis too.
Guys, we have 200 people here. How many likes are we on? I'm
Yeah,
checking
we
right
need
now.
to-
We are on 100. Guys, we need that likes to
That's
be
cool.
150 at least, guys.
Yeah,
Come
150.
on.
Gotta be
Come on,
done.
guys.
Minimum.
But real talk,
Minimum.
what a way to say, right, I'm not in the England squad, to go away to the best team potentially in the world, you could say on paper or whatever, and go and slap 2 in. Like, that's credit to Ivan Toney, credit to Brentford. And do you know what? I just want to say to people, if you didn't watch the game, Brentford are actually very good. Like, they
had more
actually
shots
had
on
a lot of
target.
chances. Like, it wasn't just a smash and grab. They actually
You were a smash and grab.
They sat deep. They knew what they were doing. They pressed Haaland. They nullified it in the box with the physical presence. Bro, they done a job. And do you know what? I'm not trying to say that City need to be worried, but Mo, you look at it like a tactical point of view. Other teams will watch that, and that will be like a template. Them type of teams in the mid-table and that could follow. City are probably going to have a few more scrappy games like this, you know? Like, I'm not going to lie. They're not as convincing. And me and Mo said it on the European show with Baines. Like, they're not playing that great this year.
I'm going to tell you the
I got
problem.
stick, yeah, because I said this is out of all the City sides that I've seen since Pep Guardiola's emerged, this is the driest one.
Bro, it's not that great. People don't want to speak on it too much.
They
Maybe
got
wanna
one. They got one.
distract
They got
too
two. They
much,
got two gunmen.
bro.
They got two gunmen. They got two gunmen in their team. De Bruyne
They're not
and
playing that
Haaland.
great.
Mara's ain't a gunman at the moment.
Nope.
They ain't got no. Grealish is not a gunman.
Nope.
Foden's doing bits here and
He's
there, but he's
benching
not a
him.
gunman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And all this kind of stuff.
Bro.
There's no gunman like back then. I just thought there's Leroy Sane, the Aguero, the Sterling. Yeah, goals everywhere. The influx there. Even with Jesus last season, he scored like 99 goals. Everyone was getting goals. There was gunmen everywhere. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but I
don't know,
disagree with
People
you.
are scared
I
to-
absolutely
no,
disagree.
man.
Gundogan, I think like Gundogan his output isn't as good at the moment as what it was last year.
But yeah,
Like, he was-
and the year before,
like
yeah.
as what it was as good. That's all I'm trying to say. But I'm not saying that Man City are a dry team because they're not. But I'm just saying they're not as
they're
good.
not clicking. They're not looking in gear 5 yet. And me and Mo was saying it, and then people saying, but they got through in their top of their group. But even the Dortmund game, I think Mo, we were talking about it the day after when they drew 0-0. They've just something about
Listen,
them.
they have cracks, Ty. They have cracks.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
But
yeah,
I still
yeah.
think this is one of the most complete. If Kyle Walker is back, it's one of the most complete City teams I've seen, because they have a number 9 that can
Everything,
score.
yeah.
Exactly. I'm sorry. I know people wanna put it like, oh, it's only one guy scoring, but you only need one guy to score. You only need one guy. Real Madrid.
So what are you saying, Mo? They have
I'm
cracks
saying this
without
is the
Walker,
best-
or when
one of the
Walker's
best-
back, they're back
If
again.
Walker's back, this is the best City team I've seen. It's the most complete City team. Maybe Aguero, yes, but Haaland will score more goals than Aguero.
Yeah, maybe Walker is literally the fallback situation.
I'll tell you
It's
why.
pretty much
I'll
them
tell you
missing
why
piece. They got no.
tactically. I'll tell you why tactically.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
maybe is the
Go ahead,
case.
let me finish, and then I'll tell you why. So this City team, the problem is their press is not as ferocious as before. They don't press the ball as high as they used to be, and they don't have Kyle Walker to recover for them. So Mourinho said it before. Said if you can string 2-3 passes around any Pep team in the history, you are 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 or 2-on-2 all the time.
Yeah.
And because they don't have Kyle Walker, they cannot afford that. Every time you go, Tony and it's the guy's name,
Mbuemo. Yeah.
Mbuemo is so quick and technically gifted, this guy Mbuemo, that 2-on-2 on Akanji and Stones, Ivan Tony and Mbuemo are superior. And that showed. Every counter attack was dangerous. They had like 10 clear-cut chances. They have 10 shots on target, guys. It's ridiculous. Can you imagine that?
Etihad as well.
Yes. So for me, like, to be honest, the problem is he is so offensive, but without that high press that gets the ball back. But he doesn't have Kyle Walker. John Stones is not as quick.
With Kyle Walker, then you man thinking that he's 33, yeah, he's getting more muscular injuries now. Do you think next summer Pep goes in for a fast wing back?
Absolutely. A
I
very
won't be
quick.
shocked.
They need a right back. They need a right back because I don't
They need
know
a
if
right
Frimpong's
back.
He
not
goes to
right.
get Frimpong.
They need a very quick right
won't
back.
be
He's
shocked.
dead. Nah, Frimpong's dead food, man.
Is he City like?
They need someone that's got good recovery pace that can get back as well. Don't you agree, Mo? Like they
Yeah.
need somebody that's like
Yeah,
like Kyle
yeah,
Walker.
yeah,
What
yeah,
what
they want to play.
Because
How they wanna play,
it's
yeah,
so
definitely.
strange that their midfield is so. You guys think Rodri is amazing. Rodri's tackles are not as good. Rodri is not as good as Casemiro in terms of destructing, stopping attacks, containing. He's not. He's great in passing the ball and putting that first tackle, the press. Casemiro yesterday knew exactly when to get the ball back. When. He's so
And
experienced
he's
about
so good at breaking
He's
up plays.
so
like
good.
what he
Maybe
did
he's not a
against
good.
goal.
He's not even 10% of Rodri's passing. He's not that. You know what I mean? But they need a destructor, but also they need that quick recovery fullback that will recover as quick as Kyle Walker, and they don't have that. About City, I can't tell you with full mouth that City are gonna win the league. I can't say it for one reason.
Yeah, they will.
But I can't say it with the same confidence as the beginning of the season. If Arsenal go and get 2-3 players, when you find yourself in a position when you're like, okay, I'm here now, maybe I can go invest another 100 million. I can win this league. Why not? Even Pep Guardiola said it in an interview. He said, this Arsenal team is different because now Arteta is learning. And I think now City, imagine if Haaland is not scoring. Who's scoring? That's the problem. Their starting 11 is so good. This guy Alvarez is great and everything, but he's not Haaland. Really, I'm sorry. Foden is top notch. Mahrez is not the same. That's what Cass is saying. They had goals from everywhere, but now their starting 11 are so strong, but their bench is not as good. It's not as good. Like this Sergio Gomez on the left is not Cancelo. That's the problem. Back in the days, they had Mendy and they had Cancelo, they had Zinchenko. They don't have that anymore. They don't. People think City have 2 teams. No, they don't. I promise you, they don't. Huh?
Yeah, they got
They used
that's
to.
been screaming at. That's been screaming at for the longest. Like their squad is so tight knit and small. Like, and people don't think it
Smaller,
goes
it's
over people's head.
Yeah, it's like they've got like
Yeah,
16
yeah.
man, 16 really, a strong 16. Other than that, yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Todd. They don't have second team. Like Calvin Phillips, can you if you have Calvin Phillips in your club, can you rely on him?
I'll be real. I think Alvarez might leave in the summer.
Julian Alvarez.
Yeah, I think because that his age and the World Cup itself, is he going? I'm not too sure. I think he is going, and like
he's going
everything
to the World
surrounded.
Cup,
Haaland obviously staying there, getting a goal, getting probably more game time. I think he's going to get introduced, but at one point he might start thinking, and I think he'll be kind of soonish, like thinking I want to be starting regular, like potentially. Only
yeah.
that.
Grab a couple trophies,
And the thing is, this is what City can be good at. They'll get somebody and they'll move it. Look, they're going for like 50 million. They'll move it for like 50, 60, 70 million.
You know what, Mo? Would you take Alvarez as like a Martinez replacement in a couple of years?
Listen, in the Serie A, we don't have a fast player. We need a fast player. Is Alvarez that quick, that fast? Is he Lukaku?
He's quite quick, you know.
He's all right. Yeah,
he's all right.
Yeah,
He's having Aguero. He's actually Aguero vibes. Lautaro Martinez. His finishing is sublime, though. But I'm not sure. But to be honest, he's not gonna join Inter.
But he's not the type of striker that you think that he's gonna take you to win the league.
No,
he doesn't. You can't. He's just too much. There's too much.
Osimhen is so quick, so big,
so strong, man.
And he's so strong. It's unbelievable. Osimhen. These are the kind of forwards I think nowadays. Haaland, Benzema, even like Osimhen.
I don't know who gets him though. I don't know who gets Osimhen. I'll be honest. I don't know who actually gets him. Like I get it's Man United rumors.
You know he scores every game now. He scores every game.
I don't know who actually. Wait 1 sec. LFC Rico. If you want to become a member, by the way, you can look in the description below, or you can look in the pinned. I think it's on a pin. Can you check for me quickly if it's in a pin? It's in the pinned. If you open it up, it says become a member. Get all the perks. So if you want to become members of the Never a Foul Army, there's a lot growing. We do calling shows every Wednesday. Next one will be on Wednesday. So if you want to become a part of that, then yeah, man, join. It will be appreciated if anyone does want to join. I mean, like Pac-Man, you've been here for a minute. You'd like to, throw your peas around a little bit. You know what I mean? Throw peas our way, innit?
Anyway, I wanna go to another top 6 club, future top 4 club is Newcastle.
Oh, fucking Newcastle, isn't it?
This is a very thin squad. However, their starting 11 is so cohesion. It's unfreaking believable. Like they're not missing anything in that starting 11. Maybe Longstaff. I was looking at them against Chelsea and Ace. I want to get your opinion about this. Would anybody from Chelsea get in that team? Maybe other than Kovacic?
Fucking good question.
It's that hard. It's that hard.
Yeah.
It's that hard. It's unbelievable.
How? I'm trying to think.
Why are you thinking? I want to throw it out there. People want to think, I big up Active Gunner for being a member, a new member to the family.
Oh, for real?
Gunner, thank you so much for being a member with us.
Shout me.
Make sure to cast
Daps
myself on Instagram so we can have you join the Discord family, the Never Foul Discord army, to get into the call-in shows and the giveaways, the raffle for the giveaway tickets and stuff. Another super chat from Merkel. Sorry, it's an irrelevant question, but what's the panel thoughts on Mojo? I don't know the guy, to be honest.
He's looking good. I Kvaratskhelia vibes.
Oh, was that the youngster?
That's different.
Yeah,
this
big baller. Yeah, no, he's good now, but he's special, man.
I think Arsenal was close to getting him.
Yeah, they're close to getting him for like 70 million or 60 million, something like that. I think that's a very Arsenal need depth in their off topic. They need depth in their positions, and they need some star boys or some youngsters.
What does
left wing or right wing? Left wing or right wing?
I'm not gonna lie, the drop off from Gabriel Martinelli and Saka to Reece Nelson, they need something like this.
Yeah, they need, and also remember Martinelli. But I think they could even potentially look at like Arteta likes to be a bit versatile. Martinelli can possibly go up front at one point if they need to change the game up a little bit.
Yeah.
Put him on, and they just got a counter-attacking system.
We know that as well.
Yeah. So, and he's clinical. Like Martinelli's more clinical than Jesus. So if they need something a bit different and need to sit back at one guy, it gives them another option.
The money's interesting though. The only thing with this I'm intrigued about is the price, because obviously 12 months ago he wasn't really a known, but now he's so big and blown up in Shakhtar. They're going to try and charge mad money, and I don't know if he's worth the mad money.
He's quality player, man. Champions League ripping it as well. I'm not too sure if they went through. Did Shakhtar go through? I think they dropped. But
they went through.
He's good stuff.
Yeah,
he's good stuff. He's good stuff. He's good stuff. I'll be honest. That's a very good purchase.
He's definitely stylistically suited to the Prem with the ball carrying shit.
Newcastle,
I want to go back to Newcastle and say something.
Yeah,
guys.
the only
Let
thing.
let's talk about it. Go ahead, guys. People want to say that Eddie Howe added players and stuff. Listen, Willock was there before Eddie Howe when they were last in the league. Joelinton was last in the league. Wilson was when they were last in the league without a win. Almiron was the same. Longstaff is the same. Fabian Schär, same. Exactly. He only bought 3-4 players, and that's it. But people want to tell you they spend. No, they didn't. Tell me one superstar they bought. Even Bruno Guimaraes was not a superstar. He's not Casemiro. He's not a Casemiro, right?
Superstar. Yeah. You know who's a superstar though? LFC Rico for becoming that member. What a star! I make sure you message us on Instagram so we can put that across as well, my guy.
Yeah,
appreciate you becoming a member. Love that, man. But yeah, no, I was gonna. They ain't bought no stars. If anything, Eddie Howe has changed the guy's position. What we're seeing now is Newcastle not being defensive. Now we're seeing Amron being an offensive, not just tracking back as a wing back all the time or being an outlet kind of thing. He's actually going forward and doing his thing. So it's scary hours for that. And now we're kind of seeing like Amron for who he probably should have meant to be, maybe potentially. Also, say Maximan doesn't have the track back, but from doing all that defensive work, what they've all done now is become hard working from that. So now they've got that drive and everything to like really press.
Their press is very good. Their press is
probably the best in the league.
One of the best in the league. Yeah, I actually agree.
Arsenal's or Newcastle's, I would say.
Has St. Maximin just come up for injury? He's just not.
And he can't get back in because how can he?
Can't get back in. He didn't even.
Joelinton is absolutely is a different guy.
Willock.
What do we need to do? They're probably gonna get James Maddison in the summer, more than likely. They're gonna add a couple more stars.
Kendall said she's gonna get in the January transfer window. I don't know why she's sure. She looked so sure that she knows something.
I think they'll go in for him. I think they'll push him on. But see, the thing is with this Newcastle team as well, they will get to. They probably will definitely finish in a six. They're gonna get European football, I reckon. Yeah,
they will.
At some spot. But they're gonna have a hard reckoning when it comes to thicker games, thick and fast next season. And it's going to be different fitness-wise, everything, playing on a Thursday, if it is a Thursday and then a Sunday, it's going to come harsh on them.
Yeah, players
and then we're going to really see if Eddie Howe is going to be that next top manager in the Premier League and if he's always meant to be one.
They're getting Champions League. I'm sorry, they're getting Champions League.
I just want to hear what Adoniss thinks
on
Newcastle. Adoniss, do you think they could go all the way and actually get into top 4? Like, what's your actual thoughts on Newcastle?
This season, they're getting Europe, but I don't think it's top 4 this season. I think
based on what, Ace? Tell me your reasons.
Because I've got my reasons.
I don't know. I just feel like obviously the games are going to be coming quick and fast, etc. like that. But I know Newcastle are going to want to try win something this year as well. Obviously FA Cup or Carabao Cup. I
think they've got a good chance of getting Carabao.
They've got a chance of winning the trophy, but I just feel like I don't know, something will happen because I don't feel Trippier is going to stay fit all season because he's known for
Wilson.
Injuries. Even Wilson as well. He's known for injuries. He's like Wilson to who is it? Chris Wood. It's a drop off. Chris Wood, he scores like every 10.
Are you already forgetting?
Chris Wood is dead.
That's a massive drop off, bro. Like I'd rather play Almiron up front than Wood, mate.
Oh my god!
Like literally. So like. Shocking. It's shocking. St. Maximin can't stay fit. So I think they will definitely come Europe this year, but I don't think it's top 4.
I can't. You know why I can't see a top 4? It's the same reason like we put on other like the same breath we have for other teams. Arsenal when it comes to the business end of the season, Man City when it comes to the business end of the season, the United, Chelsea's who are going to definitely recruit in January and so forth and etc. Their squad's not that big. Newcastle. Let's get that straight. as well. They got a couple injury-prone players, like anybody else does as well. Like Kovacic is also injury-prone. But when it comes to them games when they have to play cup, league, can they really handle that on a consistent basis is a question. And if they do, props to them. But I think it's going to definitely alter some of their results when it comes to like February, March, and all that kind of stuff. Because just because the fact they've never been used to it.
Focus on them, Casto. When you like Adoniss said, if they're going for a Carabao and FA Cup, but they're actually near the top 4, do they just say fuck it, let's go for top 4?
It will get to the point where objectives will change.
We'll
of course,
they're gonna have to make decisions.
Like Arsenal's objectives probably changed. Said fuck this, we're going for the league. Like we got this position.
You have to make decisions.
I think even if they don't, but the thing is with Newcastle fans, even if they don't get it, they'll be happy if they got European football because they were down near the bottom of the league, and then they come up and rose up to like 9th last season. And also, I think they can definitely win a Carabao or FA Cup. And if they can get a cup and a European spot, that's fucking massive success. Newcastle hasn't seen that sort of success since back in the Fergie, like the old days of the 90s. Alan Shearer days. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's
Bobby Robson and that.
And the 12th man is a real thing. St James's Park is no joke. The Newcastle fans are no joke. It's passionate. They all get like the fans. They all talk with fans. The players talk with fans, and you know when we get that good feeling, like you feel connected to the players. That's the difference. When you get a team that's got fans connected with the players, and it's like one in a stadium, it's hard to actually beat them. It's so difficult. It's motivation in itself.
Yeah, they're doing it smart as well. The fact that they're not going out
Man United and so forth at the
moment.
Doing
it smart,
yeah.
They are. Isaac, even Isaac, like even I saw someone put Isaac to come back. I know that he's 60 million. People are like, oh, but they might have spent 6. But I think for
you know what? I forgot about Isaac. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Isaac to come back from injury for key positions. Sometimes you have to spend a bit bigger on a certain player because it will help the team a lot. With Wilson, obviously, like we're saying, injury prone. To have Isaac who can play out on the left and play up front, that's 60 million.
Isaac,
you get me? So I think, man, let's see what they do. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even hating. I'm actually happy to see Newcastle up there because I like seeing Newcastle there.
Because they were like back in the day, they was in and around that.
The Saudi thing and the state-owned club.
I leave the politics for a second.
You don't, so you don't care about it,
man.
You're only talking about football.
Yeah, I'm talking about the football.
It's so mad. It's so mad that we're talking about. I'm not going to talk about Chelsea because we talked about Chelsea enough. But it's so mad that Newcastle playing Chelsea, and we're sitting here for the last 10 minutes talking about Newcastle, and we haven't mentioned Chelsea once.
Just get my light on.
Yeah, because they don't deserve any mentions. Newcastle deserves all the plaudits. They deserve all the plaudits. Chelsea are, but they know the situation.
Newcastle won not because Chelsea were bad, because Newcastle were better. Liverpool,
Chelsea were shocking.
1 minute on Liverpool and Nunes.
Outplayed them in every aspect.
I'm not going to ask you, Cass. I know that. Ty, 1 minute on Liverpool and Nunes. And why they are getting top 4 or not?
Big up Anakin, by the way. Think Kids, love that. With Liverpool, I said it to you on the last show 2 weeks ago when we was on Grizzly's channel. They are not going to get worse than what they have been now. They are coming. That's all I'm going to say. 3 words. They are coming. With Darwin Nunes starting to do his calculated chaos. They've got, Robertson trying and finding a bit of form. Diaz and Jota coming back after the World Cup. Liverpool are going to get results and they're going to get a momentum going. And I'm not saying that they could do what they've done 2 years ago. I'd say there's only a couple of teams that can string 7-8 wins together. I'd normally say Liverpool are one of them, to be honest. So if they get that little run going, there's no reason why they still can't get top 4. That's why I've not really ruled them out of nothing. And I've not really spoke too much about Liverpool. They're kind of the ones I'm seeing creeping up. But you know what? Let's see what happens with them after the World Cup because I think they are going to improve. I'll be real with you.
I agree.
I agree as well. They're not massively far as well. Like
they're not, bro.
7 points.
Exactly, nothing for them.
Yeah, and they got a game in hand again. A game in hand also against Chelsea, which is going to be.
They're coming. Honestly, for top 4, they're coming.
You know who else? You know who's going to struggle to get in that top 4 is Tottenham. They're going to struggle.
This is what I'm saying. Look, I'm going to talk about Tottenham in a second, but with the Liverpool situation, look, Nunes looks like he's turning a new leaf with them at the moment. I think they are definitely going to recruit in January 1 or 2 players, and I think I just got it completely wrong with Chelsea. I just don't see them getting any improvements anytime soon, especially when there's a few games before even January market even opens. I don't know who they got, but in the same breath, I think Chelsea still got to play Man City next. I think that's the game in December. That's going to be a tough one.
I think that's the next
Drop
game,
points there, more than likely, and etc. And I don't know who else they got as well. And I thought I got it wrong. I think Liverpool definitely look. I've taken the piss out of Liverpool, and long may it continue for as long as I can. But I do believe they will
Yeah.
end up with top 4 because they just got
coming,
too
man.
much of a great caliber player in there still for it to not be a top 4 finish at the end of the season.
Mhm.
I'm just going to see 3 names. Obviously, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City. In no order, they're going to be in the top 4. I can't see them. I never actually said they're going to finish outside the top 6 anyways.
Say
But
that
then that
again.
full
3
spot-
names. You said 3 names. Who?
Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool in no order. Like, I think they will get the top 4s
You
at the
still
end of the
think
season.
Liverpool are going to get top 4?
I really do because I can't now. I said I was wrong about Chelsea. I can't really see it anymore. Like, honestly, I think they're dropping too many points. They ain't got no goals in them. They got nothing going. Like, all of that kind of stuff. Tottenham, I just don't get me started on fucking Tottenham, bro. Please, just don't.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, you might as well move on to Tottenham then.
Go ahead.
Their position is so false. It's so unserious. Like, yes, they're scraping results and everything like that, and I'm gonna say, but we are where we are playing shit. It can only get better. It's such a false position, man. It's like, it's a catfish. Honestly, it's catfishing.
Definitely a catfish, man.
It's a catfish. Yeah. For me, it's a catfish. And I can't stand their fans. Sean, George, Ty, the rest of the crew. Yeah, look, even
Ty?
like down there. No, I'm not Ty. Sorry. No. Patrick.
I was like, huh?
I'm thinking of Patrick Tyrant.
You know what?
No, Patty,
I heard the name. I was like, raw.
No, Patty Tyrant. No, I'm thinking of Pat Tyrant, isn't it? That's what I'm saying.
Patrick.
But what's it called? Yeah, I just don't see Spurs being sustainable towards the end of the season, man. Kane is due an injury at some point as well, by the way. Just saying.
You know what? I'll be honest with you.
Kulusevski.
Kulusevski, though, as a standout player, though, I can't lie. Kulusevski is an absolute baller, man. I really like him. He's so intelligent for 21, but he ain't going to be enough to get them top 4. And with them in the Champions League as well, and they've got Milan. Boy, let's see what happens with them in the second half of the season, because I think they've just got to ride every day as it comes. But I know that I'm not really fearing this Conte thing, even though half the players ain't his players. I'm not fearing Spurs. I'm like Cass.
Same, man.
No, man, I'm just not.
Every time I play them, I'm just.
They got like, look at the weekend, man. 3-2 down, and then just
and they ain't beat none of, and they haven't beat none of the big 6 sides yet either. They still got to go play Man City, and they also got to play. I can't remember who else. I think that's it at the moment. They still got to play Man City, so that's just more. They are doing okay at the moment, but when they go away from home, it's just, yeah, man. It's scary times for them. I'll be honest.
It's just fossil football, bro. That's all it is, man. That's why they're just getting caught up, man. It's just Italian Mourinho, bro. Literally, he's an Italian.
I just can't stand them, man.
Like, the way they play football is actually. I've got a Spurs fan, obviously my boy I grew up with. I ask him all the time, like, how do you enjoy it, like watching them? How do you enjoy it?
They don't, man. They don't.
That's impossible for me to sit. It's so impossible for me to sit down and just like enjoy. When we slapped them off the park, I was thinking, yeah, like this is how you should be playing football. Not sitting back and waiting and then counting. It's like, it's just so dead, bro. Like, it was so dead. I just can't believe it, man. When Leeds went up 3-2, I was like, yeah, like these men.
Yeah, but and let's not face it, the Kane goal that stood, they pushed Meslier into the goal, bro. Like, I'm talking like WWE people's elbow before the elbow, like The Rock, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
absolutely clotheslined him into that net. It was just, I don't know. Look, I was a big advocate for Spurs at the start of the season. The thing is, I was bigging them up, but now my opinion's changed. So you can't just say why you're going against Spurs or being hateful towards them. Bro, you're getting replaced by, eventually, when Conte will leave and Spurs will lose Kane and Son, you lot are going to get replaced by Newcastle, whether you like it or not, because the funds are the funds, man. That's it. That's it, man, for me, man. But it's been a nice ride, isn't it? You've had 10 years of top 6, so is what it is.
Yeah, they're riding their luck, man.
Adoniss, are we getting top 4? Adoniss, are we getting top 4, by the way? Do you think?
You ain't getting this question out of me, boy.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask him before we wrap it up.
It depends. It depends how the cup competition go.
All right, cool. You're sitting there. You're waiting. You'll come back to it in February. All right.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
We'll come back to it Valentine's.
What I want to be, I just want to be close. I want to be close to it, in and around. You know what I'm saying? Where we're there, innit? Like, in and around. I don't want to be like trying to catch up 15 points and shit like that. Nah, I want to be in and around 2-3 points. There, man. That win, I don't mind. Like even
we went
against
game in hand. I think we're on 29. Like them lot.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah, it'll be the same. We'll be the same, and then we'll shut them up.
That's what I'm saying.
Against Leeds at home. We got tickets for that game as well, Ty. You know, you still got tickets for that, you know.
Oh yeah, we have.
You and your boy. Yeah. So
I might even go to that.
I know most
come, man. Come through.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, but
219 here. Make sure
you think we're getting top 4, innit?
Who, me?
You think we're getting top 4, innit? Yeah. You think we're getting top 4.
I'm slightly edging that way still, yeah.
I think Man United have a good chance.
Yeah, I know you have. I'm not doing it. I say top 6, but you don't know where.
Okay, listen. I can't tell you.
I want top 6, but do I think we can get top 4 the way others are? Like my confidence.
This is the right way to put it. I'm not doing it. Villa is the reason why I can't comfortably come in with chest.
We have them in us. We have it in us. Yeah.
But
we have. We're gonna have. That's the thing. We're gonna have results like that. We're gonna have
get Marcel playing again, man, and we'll be a better team anyways. But if he gets injured, bro, we can't do with another.
We got 6 weeks now to get the fitness up ready.
And he's not their World Cup as well, so that's a good thing.
Varane back, and we're gonna have an extra. I get this before we wrap up. The extra game stuff. Burnley on the 21st now on a Wednesday. That's a week before our game, by the way. And I feel
that's good, man. Get a bit of fitness.
That's what I said. Match fitness is going to be key because see the small teams, the smaller teams, shall I say, the lesser teams, that the players that don't go to the World Cup. Watch how they come back fit as fuck. Watch.
And we've got all the players that's not going World Cup. They're playing friendlies.
Loads of friendlies. Yeah. They're gonna match it. They're gonna.
Ten Hag is not playing about. He's not sending them on holiday. There's no holiday.
Yeah. 100%.
No holiday.
I can't
like, if it was the previous managers, you lot can go on holiday for a few weeks and shit like that and go, you know. But Ten Hag, you guys are working still, bro.
Just before we wrap up as well, make sure you like the video as well. I think we're on like 179, nearly on the 200 mark. So anyone that's watching this back, we'll be back tomorrow with something else. It's probably going to be surrounding more Ronaldo stuff. I'm pretty fucking sure. But we will be streaming every game, the World Cup, live in the studio with myself, Ty, Daps. Mo's coming over from America as well. It's going to be sick. And we got all the shirts coming as well.
Yeah, so we've got the shirts. We're going to be there,
serious.
Yeah, that's big.
We've got our teams to rep. We got our teams to rep.
Yeah, I got.
What team you reckon? What team you reckon?
I got Netherlands. I got Netherlands, Japan, and Denmark.
Samba thing.
Japan.
Yeah, I've got Netherlands, Japan. So we got 3 teams each.
It wasn't by choice. Like it was.
Oh, it's got to be random, innit?
Mo, don't try.
It was one by choice. It was one by choice.
It was kind of by choice.
I got.
No, we got one each. We're doing one each.
Yeah. Cass wouldn't think that Japan is gonna win the World Cup, but
listen.
I wanted Japan.
Just get that Brazil.
I wanted Belgium to win the World Cup. I want Belgium or the Netherlands to win the World Cup.
Get that Brazil theme tune ready, man.
Belgium's not winning it, man. Belgium.
They're not, but I want them. I don't want Brazil. We'll talk about it.
The thing with Belgium is like they've got a lot of players, but they don't know what it is. The cohesion's just not with it. Like, I don't know why.
They were in the semi-final last World Cup, so right? They were.
Yeah, I've got to big up all the members as well. Big up the Active Gunner and LFC Rico. You need to message me either on Twitter or Instagram or anybody else through Never a Foul to get that link to the Discord members chat. So big up you two for becoming new members. Footy Chats, Martin as well, who's in here. Boods, Nick Saunders, Sophia, Olu, Millsy's in here as well. Kai's in here, love to see it. Jamie Pearson, D1 Millie also in here. Callum, Roms, another prick. Usman, Brianna, Mojis, Daniel, Chelsea OG, Bailey, Sean, also Sid, PK, Jamie, Phillips, Mike G, Dan, Blue Larson, AK the Legend, Monts, also BR, 5QD, Claudio, Solo MCFC, and the ever so sweet Mama Flossie members of Never Felt Army.
Love that.
There you go, man.
Guys, make sure to like the video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for coming on.
Adoniss, big up for coming on, bro.
Ace, thank you so much for joining us, and Cass and Tom. I guess
hope this ain't the only one still.
Yep. We'll see you guys soon.
Salute.